In the last video, I spoke about, or rather I was answering a question which is how do we move on, or how do we cross over to the social sector, where to start, how to start, etc. This video I want to talk about something that I strongly believe. It's not really a question that I'm answering, but I felt it's important, especially after the last video, that we speak about this. And this is about social impact. How is social impact actually happening, at what levels is it happening, and how does one define social impact. So according to me, and I'm drawing experience from what we've been doing in the region and my interactions with people from the industry, social impact is happening according to me in 3 levels right now. There's at one level there is a set of people who are committing capital, money, towards driving social change or solving a problem for the community. Then there is at the next level a set of people who are solving the problem for the community, right? So they could be using this donation, or they could be using this capital that this other set of people are committing towards this driving this change, or they could be doing it in their own capacity, but they are solving the problem for the community. That's the second level. Then there is a third level where there are a set of people who are teaching the community how to solve. Now according to me, that at that level is where actual social impact is happening. Now I'm not saying donations or committing capital or solving the problem for the community are not important. I think they are stepping stones in the journey. But then the third level that I spoke of, where you teach the community to solve the problem, is I think where the actual needle moves or the actual social change happens. And I'd like to quote a very old adage that some of you or most of you would have come across already, is if you give a fish to a man, then you're basically feeding him a meal. But if you teach him how to fish, then you're feeding him for a lifetime. I truly believe in this adage, and I'd like to sort of draw or quote our own experience in the region, and the problem that we are trying to solve is livelihood, or the lack of livelihood. And when we started, we also felt that if we should be solving the problem for the community, and that's how we started. So we thought we will set up an enterprise, we'll upskill them and we'll employ them, and thereby generate livelihood, and that's how we will be solving the problem. That's how we started. But over the last couple of years, working closely with the community, our thinking has evolved, and we figured that that won't be solving the problem fully. The better solution to solving that problem is to upskill them, enable them, and make them entrepreneurs in the process. So they own, they have ownership in the process. And 20-25 years down the line, if we don't exist in this equation, nothing changes. So because you cannot take the entrepreneur out of them, and you cannot take the enterprise out of them. So that's how you will be enabling them for generations to come, and that's how you will be solving this problem for generations to come. So I think that's the real social impact that one could do. So anybody who's crossing over to this sector, I think it's important to keep this in mind. Whatever problem that you're trying to solve, try to help the community, or try to enable the community to solve that problem, because then that stays for generations to come. That said, Diwali is here, and this festival is known to be a festival of light, and to me light symbolizes with knowledge, with realizations. So I wish each one of you a year filled with realizations. Happy Diwali to all of you.